Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a storytime video. Just because I kind of felt like, I should do this. I just want to say thank you guys for last episodes or whatever I did last video support. And yeah, let's start with the story time. So I think this was about when I was in third grade, and third grade was a rough time for me because if you guys didn't know, I live in Europe, and obviously because I live in Europe, I'm gonna be in some sort of weird foreign country that you guys probably never heard of. But so I went to a private school that was an English and Czech school, which is Czech is like our country's language. And the thing is, I kind of didn't know much Czech at that time, because it was third grade, and half of my life I've been speaking English and mostly English with my family and stuff. So understanding Czech and anything related to that, I'm not gonna understand it. So well, I wouldn't be able to understand it. So pretty much what happened was I was doing pretty bad. Honestly, I was getting Fs on my tests. I wasn't doing well. I couldn't understand and couldn't communicate with other people. It was pretty bad. But going on with the story, what happened was me and my friends, let's just call the, you know what, names aren't necessary. But anyways, me and my friends, we had this thing called Golden Hour. I'm not even sure if other schools have this, but it was in our school, and it was named Golden Hour. And pretty much this is where I think if you attend school correctly and you do what you need to do, you get a golden hour, and that means you can go outside and you just do whatever you can, play whatever you want. And so what we did is we went out to golden hour, and my friend's like, bro, in Czech, obviously, you should try and tell the teacher to kill herself. And in my mind, I don't know why, but in my mind, I'm like, that sounds like a great idea. So what I do is I tell him, like, why should I tell her that? Like, first of all, just to see what he'd say. And he's like, oh, well, I'll give you something if you tell this teacher this word called umire, which, by the way, guys, that means die in English. in our language, it sounds a little different, but pretty much that meant die in our language. And so at that time, I was really skeptical about saying it because I was not sure if that was even a good thing, and no one taught me not to say any of this stuff. At that time, I had no idea. I shouldn't be telling people death threats. I mean, not that I go every day on League of Legends or Minecraft or something and I go go kill yourself or something, because I'm definitely not like that, and I wouldn't want to do that at all. But back to the story. So what I was doing is I was thinking about it a couple days. I don't know why. When he said that, I took that serious, and I took that really serious. And trust me, guys, I never forget anything. So anything someone tells me, I will remember that stuff. And so a couple days later, we had golden hour again. I think we had it once every other hour. And obviously, what I do is I go up to the kid. I'm like, all right, if you give me this, I don't remember what it was, some sort of toy or something, I'll go tell the teacher to go die. He obviously agrees. And what happened after is he said, if you do it, I'll give you that. And so what I do is I walk up to the teacher during golden hour outside. You know, she's just watching other kids and being a teacher. And I tell her in my language, die. First of all, reaction was she looks at me with her eyes open wide, and she literally she gave me the look that was not so nice. I was literally scared. She was like, I don't know. Back to the story. What happened was nothing happened. She said, all right, just leave. And I'm like, okay. So I left, and I went to my friends. After that, we took a couple minutes, and then the teacher said, we're going to have a discussion tomorrow. And I was so confused, but I was so scared. And I had no idea what this meant because, honestly, like I said, I could not be able to communicate in my language. I wasn't able to communicate in my language. So what happened was I did that, obviously. And what happened? Yeah, that happened. That happened. And I left school. I went home, I slept, I woke up, and I was really anxious about that next day because I was like, what is going to happen? Because honestly, You go to school, you tell the teacher go kill herself, and then she tells you this like very somehow normal and calm word, but very threatening message. Like, we're gonna have a talk tomorrow. And I got so scared. So straight away when I walked into school, I started hiding from the teacher. I don't know how to explain this. We had 2 teachers in our class, so we'd stay in our class and we'd have our own class, and we'd have one main teacher and one secondary teacher that helps that main teacher from time to time. And so what happened was I kept like kind of avoiding the teacher. Like, I'd go behind the chairs, or like go behind someone whenever like I have to face her. I don't know, it was pretty bad. But I tried to avoid her the whole class. And what happened was, for some reason, the principal came into my class, and I was like really scared. By the way, guys, this private school has a lot of students, so if you're getting attention from the principal, you must have done something pretty bad. So what happened was the principal was like, is there like a Regan, is there Regan here? And I'm like, yep, that's me. By the way, the principal speaks English, but because it's English and Czech school. What happened was I went to the principal office, and principal asked me some questions like, do you know what that means? Who told you this word, or where did you learn this word? So I answered all questions, and I said I did not know what that word meant. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what that word means, but one of my friends told me. And surprisingly, they didn't ask me to snitch on the friend or tell me like who said that. So I was pretty surprised. But anyways, I told him everything. I told him like I was kind of like dared to do it, and like I didn't really mean it to the teacher, and hopefully it gets resolved. And I just didn't mean it seriously. The teacher was actually in the back of the little office in the principal's office, and she was just listening, and I feel like she was the most pissed off person you could ever see. Like, at that moment, she was so fucking mad, and I did not know what to say or do, and I just avoided contact with her, and I just talked to the principal. So that happened, and then the principal said, okay, we are going to tell your parents about what has happened, but we will not put any sort of like discipline or some sort of detention to your name and whatever, you know. So that happened. I was pretty happy. Teacher was actually pretty mad because I feel like she wanted something more out of it, as like she wanted me to get some sort of detention, while the principal actually didn't take it that serious. He did take it serious, but he didn't really think I was serious about it, because like the principal knew me personally, because like I went to that school for 5 years. So he knew me pretty well, because this school has evolved from like a little tiny house to a gigantic school that's like really big. So principal knew me pretty well, and I guess he didn't really think I would do something like that. So summary of the story, guys, is don't get influenced by your friends. I mean, like, this may be very generalized, like what I'm saying, but don't get influenced by your friends. No matter what, have your own mind, do what you want, and do what you need to do, but don't use it for other people's advantage. I mean, that was honestly, by my friend, really stupid. That was really stupid by my friend, but it was really stupid for me as well. And I don't know why I did that, but anyways, thank you guys for watching this little quick story time. It was pretty messed up because I almost got kicked out of the school, because it went much more serious into detail. I mean, the principal, he said like there's like if it was if the case was much more serious and it was related to this problem, you were probably gonna get kicked out of school. But I'm not gonna say I almost got kicked out of school, because I feel like that's the most clickbait stuff you could ever write. But anyways, that's how I got kicked out of my school. I'm kidding. But yeah, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace.